Lufthansa 1778, approaching our top of descent, ready for lower.
Lufthansa 1778, inbound 4 Bravo, runway 20, descend to flight level 290.
Inbound 4 Bravo, runway 20, descend to flight level 290, Lufthansa 1778. Lisbon Center, Colombian Air Force 1222, good day, flight level 390.
Colombian Air Force 1222, Lisbon Center, identified.
Lisbon Center, Portugalia 540, 4,000 feet.
Portugalia 540, Lisbon Center, identified. Tic Tac 1 Foxtrot, contact Porto approach 127.155.
Contact Porto approach 127.155, Tic Tac 1 Foxtrot.
Lisbon Center, Alpine 85 Yankee X-ray, 4,700 feet.
Alpine 85 Yankee X-ray, Lisbon Center, radar contact.
Lisbon Center, Air Portugal 641, flight level 330.
Air Portugal 641, Lisbon Center, radar contact.
Lisbon Center, Austrian 95 Heavy, flight level 370.
Austrian 95 Heavy, Lisbon Center, identified. France Solo 48 Romeo Alpha, descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, France Solo 48 Romeo Alpha.
Alpine 68 Echo Tango. Contact Madrid Center 118.275.
Center on 118.275, Alpine 68 Echo Tango. Bye bye.
Lisbon Center, Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf. Good day. Flight level 340.
Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf, Lisbon Center, identified. Lufthansa 1778, descend to flight level 130.
Descent to flight level 130, Lufthansa 1778.
Lisbon Center, Air Portugal 1033, flight level 310.
Air Portugal 1033, Lisbon Center, identified. Alpine 85 Yankee X-ray, Lisbon Center. Expect Algix Tree Tango, runway 17.
Expect Algix Tree Tango, runway 17, Alpine 85 Yankee X-ray.
Lisbon Center, Air Portugal 553, good day, flight level 350. Air Portugal 553, Lisbon Center, radar contact. Portugal 553, Inbound 4 Bravo, runway 20, report ready for descent.
Inbound 4 Bravo, runway 20, ready for descent. Air Portugal 553.
Air Portugal 553, descend to flight level 250.
Descend to flight level 250, Air Portugal 553.
Lisbon Center, Portugal 875, flight level 331.
Portugalia 875, Lisbon Center, identified. Continue climb to flight level 370.
Continue climb to flight level 370, Portugalia 875.
Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf. Contact Madrid Center 118.27, 5 bye.
Center 118.275, Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf.
Air Portugal 641, Lisbon Center, expect ESA by 4 Bravo, runway 20.
Expect ESA by 4 Bravo, runway 20, Air Portugal 641.
France Solo 48 Bravo Alpha, contact Lisbon arrival 125.13.
Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13, France Solo 48 Romeo Alpha.
Air Portugal 1033, Lisbon Center, expect taxi 3 Bravo, runway 20.
Expect taxi 3 Bravo, runway 20, Air Portugal 1033.
Alpine 85 Yankee X-ray, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, Alpine 85 Yankee X-ray.
Lufthansa 11 Yankee, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, Lufthansa 11 Yankee.
Lisbon Center, America 4002 Heavy, flight level 399 now.
Air Portugal 553, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Air Portugal 553.
Moonraker 4002 Heavy, Lisbon Center, radar contact. D-Line 37 Lima, contact Madrid Center 118.275.
Center arm 118.275, B-Line 37 Lima. Have a good day.
Delta Echo Golf Victor Bravo, Lisbon Center. Expect radar vectors, NDB runway 19er.
Expect radar vectors, NDB runway 19er, Delta Echo Golf Victor Bravo.
Alpine 85 Yankee X-ray, contact Porto approach 127.155.
Contact Porto approach 127.155 Alpine 85 Yankee X-ray.
Air Portugal 1033, Batty Tree Bravo, runway 20, report ready for descent.
Batty Tree Bravo, runway 20, ready for descent. Air Portugal 1033.
Air Portugal 1033, descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Air Portugal 1033.
Lufthansa 11 Yankee, contact Lisbon arrival 125.13.
Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13, Lufthansa 11 Yankee.
Juliet 2 Yankee Lima, contact Madrid Center 118.275.
Center 118.275, Juliet 2 Yankee Lima.
Lisbon Center, Ibrex bus 3776, 3,200 feet.
Ibrex bus 3776, Lisbon Center, radar contact, continue climb to flight level 130.
Continue climb to flight level 130, Ibrex bus 3776.
Air Portugal 641, ESA by 4 Bravo, runway 20, report ready for descent.
ESA by 4 Bravo, runway 20, ready for descent, Air Portugal 641.
Air Portugal 641, descend to flight level 210.
Descend to flight level 210, Air Portugal 641.
Moonraker 4002 Heavy, contact Xavier Center 118.275.
Center on 118.275, Moonraker 4002 Heavy.
Lisbon Center, Alpine 48 Tango Kilo, flight level 042. Alpine 48 Tango Kilo, Lisbon Center, identified.
Lisbon Center, Air Portugal 782, through 1,800 feet for 4,000 feet direct PT 702.
Lufthansa 1778, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080 Lufthansa 1778.
Air Portugal 782, Lisbon Center. Good day. Radar contact. Continue climb to 4,000 feet. QNH 1016.
Continue climb to 4,000 feet. QNH 1016 Air Portugal 782.
Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf. Contact Madrid Center 118.275. Contact Madrid Center 118.275. Air Portugal 55 Tango Golf. Have a good day.
Lisbon Center, Ryanair Hotel, good day, 3,200 feet.
Lufthansa 1778, contact Lisbon arrival 125.13.
Contact Lisbon arrival 125.13 Lufthansa 1778. Lisbon arrival, Lufthansa 1778, flight level 097 with information in the air.
Lufthansa 1778, Lisbon arrival QNH 1016, expect the ILS runway 20 with the uphead transition.
QNH 1016, expect the ILS runway 20 with the UPCAT transition. Lufthansa 1778.
Please take your seat again and on. Make sure that your seat is upright to your thread table all the way.
All aircraft be advised, information Juliet now current, QNH 1015. Lufthansa 11 Yankee, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1015, Lufthansa 11 Yankee.
France Solo 48 Romeo Alpha, 3 miles from Upcat, 10 right, heading 235, maintain 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 20.
10 right, heading 235, 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 20, France Solo 48 Romeo Alpha.
France Solo 48 Romeo Alpha, contact Lisbon Tower 118.105, have a good day.
Contact Tower 118.105, France Solo 48 Romeo Alpha.
Lufthansa 11 Yankee, 3 miles from Upgat. 10 left, heading 170, maintain 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 20.
10 left, heading 170, 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 20, Lufthansa 11 Yankee.
Lisbon arrival, Portugal 540, good day, flight level 049 with the numbers.
Portugalia 540 Lisbon arrival, QNH 1015, expect the ILS runway 20 with output transition.
QNH 1015, expect the ILS runway 20 with the output transition, Portugalia 540.
Lufthansa 11 Yankee, contact Lisbon Tower 118.105.
Over to Tower 118.105, Lufthansa 11 Yankee, have a good day.
Lufthansa 1778, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1015, Lufthansa 1778.
Lisbon arrival, Alpine 48 Tango Kilo, flight level 0490 with information, Juliet.
Alpine 48 Tango Kilo, Lisbon arrival, good day, QNH 1015, expect the ILS runway 20 with the upget transition.
QNH 1015, expect the ILS runway 20 with the upget transition, Alpine 48 Tango Kilo.
Flaps 1.
Lisbon arrival, Air Portugal 1033, good day, flight level 098 with the numbers.
Air Portugal 1033 Lisbon arrival, QNH 1015, expect the ILS runway 20 with the upget transition.
QNH 1015, expect the ILS runway 20 with the upget transition, Air Portugal 1033.
Fueling 2700, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1015, fueling 2700.
Flaps 2.
Lufthansa 1778, cleared direct upcat, cross upcat at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 20.
Clear direct upcat, cross upcat at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ALS runway 20 Lufthansa 1778.
Lisbon arrival, Air Portugal 553, flight level 092, we have Juliet on board.
Air Portugal 553 Lisbon arrival, QNH 1015, expect the ILS runway 20 with the upget transition.
QNH 1015, expect the ILS runway 20 with the upget transition, Air Portugal 553.
Lisbon arrival, Air Portugal 641, flight level 092, we have Juliet on board.
Air Portugal 641 Lisbon arrival, good day, QNH 1015, expect the ILS runway 20 with the upget transition.
QNH 1015, expect the ILS runway 20 with the upget transition, Air Portugal 641.
Lufthansa 1778, established on final approach.
Lufthansa 1778, affirm. Lufthansa 1778, contact Lisbon Tower 118.105.
Flaps 3.
Over to Tower 118.105, Lufthansa 1778. Lisbon Tower,
Gear down.
Lufthansa 1778, ILS runway 20.
Lufthansa 1778, Lisbon Tower, continue.
Full flaps.
Wilco, Lufthansa 1778.
Eurowings 31 Uniform Papa, contact Lisbon departure 119.105.
Contact Lisbon departure 119.105, Eurowings 31 Uniform Papa.
Lufthansa 1778, wind 225 at 14 runway 20, cleared to land.
Runway 20 cleared to land. Lufthansa 1778.
Lisbon Tower, viewing 2700, ILS runway 20.
Viewing 2700, Lisbon Tower, continue.
Wilco, viewing 2700.
Approaching 20.
Above. Minimum. $100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Spoilers up. Reverse green. Decel. 70 knots.
Lufthansa 1778, exit
Auto
next
brake
available
off.
taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Lufthansa 1778.
Air Portugal 824 Whiskey, holding short, runway 20.
Air Portugal 824 Whiskey, hold short of 20.
Roger, hold short of 20 for traffic. Air Portugal 824 Whiskey.
Flaps up. Stabilized.
Fueling 2700, wind 225 at 14, runway 20 cleared to land.
Runway 20 cleared to land, fueling 2700.
Lufthansa 1778, contact ground 121.755, bye bye.
Ground 121.755, Lufthansa 1778, bye bye. Lufthansa 1778, request taxi to allocated gate.
Lufthansa 1778, ramp 803, taxi via Hotel 3 Uniform 1 Lima 1 Lima, Lima 2 Mike, Mike 3 Mike 2 Tango, Golf 1 Alpha 4 Whiskey 1 Bravo.
Ramp 80, 3 via Hotel, 3 Uniform 1 Lima 1 Lima, Lima 2 Mike, Mike 3 Mike 2 Tango, Golf 1 Alpha, 4 Whiskey 1 Bravo, Lufthansa 1778.
Alpine 52 Mike Hotel, gate 114, request pushback.
Alpine 52 Mike Hotel, Lisbon ground, pushback and engine start approved, face south.
Pushback and engine start approved, face south, Alpine 52 Mike Hotel.
Speedbird 507 Foxtrot, request taxi.
Speedbird 507 Foxtrot, runway 20, taxi via Bravo, Whiskey 1 Alpha 5 Uniform 4 Uniform, Uniform 5 Uniform 6 Sierra 3, hold short runway 20.
Runway 20, taxi via Bravo, Whiskey 1 Alpha 5 Uniform 4 Uniform, Uniform 5 Uniform 6 Sierra 3, hold short runway 20, Speedbird 507 Foxtrot.
Fueling 2700, ramp 200, taxi via Hotel 1 Uniform 2 Uniform, Uniform 1 Lima Lima 2 Mike 4 Zulu 1 Zulu, Zulu 2.
Ramp 200 via Hotel 1 Uniform 2 Uniform, Uniform 1 Lima Lima 2 Mike 4 Zulu 1 Zulu, Zulu 2 fueling 2700.
Alpine 52 Mike Hotel, ready to taxi to the active.
Alpine 52 Mike Hotel, runway 20, taxi via Alpha 2 Mike 1 Mike, Mike 2 Golf 1 Tango, Uniform 3 Uniform, Uniform 4 Uniform 5 Uniform 6 Sierra 3 Bravo, hold short runway 20.
Runway 20, taxi via Alpha 2 Mike 1 Mike, Mike 2 Golf 1 Tango, Uniform 3 Uniform, Uniform 4 Uniform 5 Uniform 6 Sierra 3 Bravo, hold short runway 20, Alpine 52 Mike Hotel.
Speedbird 507 Foxtrot, cross runway 20 at Uniform 5. Continue taxi via Uniform 5 Uniform 60 Air 3 Bravo.
Cross runway 20 at Uniform 5. Continue taxi via Uniform 5 Uniform 60 Air 3 Bravo. Speedbird 507 Foxtrot.
Portugal 434 Tango, round 225 request pushback.
Air Portugal 434 Tango, Lisbon ground, pushback and engine start approved, face west.
Pushback and engine start approved, face west. Air Portugal 434 Tango.
Speedbird 507 Foxtrot, contact Lisbon Tower 118.105, have a good day.
Over to Tower 118.105, Speedbird 507 Foxtrot.
Alpine 52 Mike Hotel, cross runway 20 at Uniform 5. Continue taxi via Uniform 5 Uniform 60 Air 3 Bravo.
Cross runway 20 at Uniform 5. Continue taxi via Uniform 5 Uniform 60 Air 3 Bravo. Alpine 52 Mike Hotel.
Air Portugal 434 Tango, ready to taxi to the active.
Air Portugal 434 Tango, runway 20 taxi via Echo, Mike 2 Golf 1 Tango, Uniform 3 Uniform 4 Uniform 5 Uniform 60 Air 3 Bravo. Hold short runway 20.
Runway 20 taxi via Echo, Mike 2 Golf 1 Tango, Uniform 3 Uniform 4 Uniform 5 Uniform 60 Air 3 Bravo. Hold short runway 20, Air Portugal 434 Tango.
Alpine 52 Mike Hotel, contact Lisbon Tower 118.105.
Over to Tower 118.105, Alpine 52 Mike Hotel.
Air Portugal 553, ramp 600, taxi via Hotel 1 Uniform 2 Uniform, Uniform 1 Foxtrot.
Ramp 600 via Hotel 1 Uniform 2 Uniform, Uniform 1 Foxtrot, Air Portugal 553.
Aircraft be advised, information Kilo now current, QNH1015.
Passengers bus is coming.